I really want to do a quick video to help you with your choices when it comes to choosing 5.56 and or 7.62 weapons, because it can be a little bit difficult in the game when you're under fire and you don't get to use these weapons very much. So in essence, when you're looking at the 5.56 weapons, the M16, the M416, the Mini 14 versus the 7.62 weapons, the AK, the SKS, the DP28 and the new SLR, and the Kar 98, of course. The difference really is that the 5.56 weapons, you know, the weapons that use the ammo in the little green boxes, they do less damage and have less recoil, but are easier to control. Whereas the 7.62 weapons do more damage, have higher recoil, and are harder to control. Okay, so if you're someone like me who isn't that accurate, so I need to fire a lot of bullets at somebody in order to kill them, because lots of them will miss. Often a 5.56 weapon is better for me, because if I have, say, an M416 on automatic and I'm firing at somebody, I can control it a lot more and there's more chance of my bullets hitting them. Whereas if I'm using something like an AK, what happens is, because the gun is bouncing around a lot more, I miss a lot more of my shots. When it comes to the sort of semi-automatic weapons like the SKS and the Mini 14, things kind of apply as well. Also, say if you're running like something like an M16 with the 4x on single. The M16 and the Mini 14, when you're firing single shot using a scope, say a 4x scope, they will bounce a lot less in between shots, so it's easier to go bang, 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 bang. Now each bullet will be doing less damage than something like the SKS or the SLR, but if, like me, you're not very good at accuracy, the fact that you can get more bullets down range into your enemy is a big plus. Whereas if you're using like the SKS or the SLR when it comes out on the Xbox, each bullet will do more damage, but that scope will be jumping a lot more, so you've got to make sure every bullet hits. And kind of the ultimate part of this is something like the Kar 98 sniper rifle, whereby each bullet does a massive amount of damage, but it has big recoil and then a massive reload time doesn't in between. So when you're deciding, oh, am I better off going with a 5.56 weapon or a 7.62 weapon, just consider that. You know, what I tend to say is that I really like something like the AK, which has got high damage up close. Basically, I use it almost like a submachine gun, because I can have it on auto. When I'm very close to people, it doesn't really matter that it's bouncing all over the place, because I'll probably hit them anyway. But for my distance weapons, I definitely prefer the 5.56 weapons, because, as I said, I'm not very accurate, so there's a high chance lots of my bullets are going to miss, so I need to be firing a lot of bullets at my enemy to get them in. And so my distance weapons of choice would be something like a Mini 14 with a 4x or an 8x scope, or my absolute favourite, to be honest, is the M16 with a 4x scope on. I really like that because on single fire it really has very little recoil at all. Saying that, I would always recommend that fairly often you pick up something like the Kar 98 sniper rifle, or the SKS or the SLR when it comes out, or if you're lucky enough to find them in supply drops, something like the AWM, the AWM, because these higher damage sniper rifles that demand more accuracy out of you will make you a better, more accurate player. And when you come back to weapons like your Mini 14 or your 416 or your M16, you've got 4x and use them at distance, you will be a lot more accurate. Anyway, so I hope that kind of helps. Your 7.62 weapons, high damage but high recoil and are a little bit difficult to use, a little bit more difficult to use. Your 5.56 weapons, less damage, less recoil, and are a little bit easier to use. So there we go. Hope that helps you with your choices. Try them all out, see what works with your playstyle, and of course every time we have a patch and a weapon balance, these things do change a little bit, so you do have to kind of practice with other weapons again just to get a feel of them. Anyway, I hope that helps. Put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.